guys, Brian Carper here with another tip of the week. This week I want to talk about the importance of your rod when fishing with deep diving crankbaits. It's the end of June, and the last few weeks we've been catching a lot of fish on crankbaits that run anywhere from 8 to 16 feet deep. Some popular baits are the Strike King Series 5, Series 6, and the newer models, the 10XD. And I used to not like fishing those baits because it was really uncomfortable. I didn't have a lot of confidence with baits that went that deep and how they felt on my rod when I was reeling them in. It was until I started fishing with the correct rod that increased the amount of fish I caught and increased my confidence in fishing deeper on ledges and humps and deep structure for bass in the summertime. And one of the most important pieces of equipment that is involved with deep cranking is your rod. It will make or break the difference of being able to fish a crankbait for 15 minutes before you get tired, or fishing it for hours. And what I have here is the rod that I like to use. It is an all-pro rod. It is a 7-foot 10-inch medium cranking. This is their Blaster is the name of this rod, and this rod, along with another one that I use called the Hercules, is a phenomenal deep crankbait rod. It allows me not only to cast because of its length and the tip action, it allows me to cast further than other rods that I've used that are not made with the quality that these are. I might be able to cast 25, 30 yards on a normal rod or rods I've used in the past. These all-pro rods allow me to get that lure out there 35, 45 yards just because of the tip that it has that's fast, and the length that's a little bit longer, the momentum and just the correct casting form and motion will allow the bait to fly with less strength that you're using yourself. And then when you're reeling a bait in that runs 8 to 16 feet, it can be very strenuous if you're not using a light rod. And on these rods, it is almost like reeling in a medium diving bait that runs 6 feet to 8 feet. In the past, I would take a 7-foot rod, heavy, medium heavy cranking rod, it would say on it. It felt like I was dredging the bottom of the lake when fishing with those deep diving crankbaits. And with these rods, these all-pro rods, that is not the case. It is a very vital ingredient in the success I have in the summertime. So I recommend you buy them, recommend you try them. All-pro rods is a phenomenal product made right here in Nashville, and they stand by their product with warranties. So go down to Nashville Marine in Laverne off Couchville Pike, Murfreesboro Outdoors, or go to www.allprorods.com and look for a dealer closer to you. But I highly recommend these. You will not be disappointed. It is what I use and what I recommend you use. So that is your tip of the week. You got to get the right equipment to be able to create the success that you want, and All Pro Rods does that. So that is Brian Carper's tip of the week, and get to cranking.